How visionary leaders are shaping the future of social media. Picture this. You open your favorite social media app, and instead of being overwhelmed by fake news, cyberbullying, or random content, you feel safer, more in control, and even inspired. Sounds too good to be true. Well, the people leading these platforms are working to make that a reality. Today, I want to talk to you about how visionary leaders, people like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and others are changing the future of social media in many ways. Why it matters to us. As college students, most of us are on social media every single day. What we see, what we share, and even how we feel is influenced by the decisions these leaders make. That's why understanding their goals and changes can help us be more informed, safer users. In this speech, I'll break it down into 3 key points. How leaders are using AI to make platforms safer and smarter, how they're focusing more on user privacy and ethics, and how they're making social media more positive for mental health and inclusivity. Today, we'll first start about how using AI to make platforms smarter and safer. Visionary leaders are putting AI, artificial intelligence, at the center of how social media works. Mark Zuckerberg and Meta are using AI to remove harmful content like hate speech and fake news before anyone reports it. According to MIT Technology Review 2023, over 90% of harmful content on Facebook is now caught automatically by AI. That means fewer people have to see dangerous or misleading posts. On the other hand, Elon Musk's company X, which used to be Twitter, is experimenting with making their algorithms more transparent. That means users may get more control over what shows up in their feeds, like being able to decide if you want to see more friends' posts instead of random viral content. Next, we'll talk about protecting your privacy and pushing your ethics. Social media leaders are also finally listening to users who care about data privacy. After user scandals like Facebook's Cambridge Analytica mess, many companies are trying to earn back trust. Leaders like Evan Spiegel, the CEO of Snapchat, are pushing back on traditional advertising models. In fact, the Wall Street Journal reported in 2024 that Snapchat is now focusing more on user subscription models instead of tracking your behavior to make money through ads. Also, newer platforms like Mastodon and Blue Sky, backed by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey, are being built around decentralization. That means users have more control and companies have less access to your personal info. We'll talk about focusing on mental health and online positivity. Social media has a huge impact on our mental health. The good news is many leaders are starting to care about that. Instagram, for example, has removed public like counts in some areas to reduce anxiety and pressure, especially for younger users. A 2022 study from the American Psychological Association found that teens who use platforms with fewer visible likes reported feeling less social comparison and stress. Other platforms are designing features to reduce doom scrolling and toxic behavior. For example, TikTok now gives screen time reminders and content warnings. Leaders are slowly changing how platforms are built so users can have healthier online experiences. So as we scroll, swipe, and share, it's worth paying attention to who's behind the platforms and what they're doing to change them. We talked about 3 ways visionary leaders are shaping social media. They're using AI to make platforms smarter and safer. They're focusing more on user privacy and ethical designs, and they're creating healthier, more inclusive online spaces. The future of social media isn't just about technology, it's about values. And as leaders and as users, we have power too. The more we understand how these platforms work, the better choices we can make. both for ourselves and for the online world we share. Thank you.